Check it out, man. We got 6ix9ine now. As usual, he's doing anything he can to make himself relevant. Right now, he's coming at Meek Mill. If you want to see the situation, there's a link in the comment section. Click that link. You can see the little video where 6ix9ine's going, "You pussy! You pussy! You got security with you!" That's literally what he sounds like. It's too demanding to simulate that barn-out screech of a vocal cord or that tone or that note. So I can only do it for a short segment of time, man. It takes a lot out of you. But that's what Tekashi 6ix9ine basically sounded like. That's exactly what he sounded like. But basically what he said while approaching Meek Mill, claiming that he's a coward and a fake because he's rolling with security. That's what 6ix9ine's doing. But 6ix9ine's always rolled with either security or individuals he's paid off to surround him and provide him with a falsified image. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of bizarre how hypocrisy, homie, is the end thing. It is what it is. He wants to make himself relevant. You got to understand the majority of individuals 6ix9ine is trolling and approaching in person and trying to disrespect or get a reaction out of. Majority of those individuals, they're not fabricating their entire background or existence like 6ix9ine. They didn't have a sober, level-headed mom and a consistent home. They weren't given a full-time job where their mom worked at and basically lived a life free of life and death altercations. He didn't have to struggle with a delirious, unpredictable family member, let alone parent, that was consistently committing felonies and forcing him to go collect on dope or money that's owed or, to whack somebody if they're stepping out of line. There are people, okay, that have nothing and no one but violence and misery and chaos. And they're basically a torpedo or a puppet for murder, bruh. And they're sent by their own family or parents to go do horrible things. They don't have a logical meal to eat. They don't have any moment of peace of mind. They don't have a foundation for success or resources or opportunity. All they have is life and death altercations and murderous circumstances, homie. A lot of people have to deal with that, all right? Somebody like 6ix9ine never had to deal with that. Him and his demographic, especially his young suburban fans, who are even more fortunate than he was growing up, never have to navigate that chaotic environment or those set of circumstances going to lead you losing your life or freedom at a very young age, making it to where the chances of you living past the age of 16 or 18 or seeing your adulthood are like being hit by lightning. I mean, that's not the set of circumstances that Tekashi or many individuals like him, his fans, so on and so forth, have to navigate. All right. So Tekashi and his demographic or his fan base, right, see the individuals who have had to navigate the trenches and survive the odds against them, who are not fabricating that based upon boredom and a desperation for fame or attention. You feel me? And that's what they get a kick out of. That's what 6ix9ine gets a kick out of. And that's how he keeps himself relevant. He approaches the individuals who actually had to handle their firsthand disputes. They had to handle their disputes and issues firsthand. They didn't rely upon law enforcement. They didn't have a foundation for success or opportunity or vast resources allotted to them. And instead of learning from that or appreciating their own opportunity or resources or foundation for success, you feel me? They disregard all that as if it's an entitlement and hyper-focus on the Meek Mills and other individuals who came from that actual existence, that background, and they are jealous and restless and resentful. Don't you see? It's jealousy and misery. Instead of exhibiting discipline, homie, and being grateful and evolving and maybe even acquiring a purpose or a point to their existence, making an impact, producing some results in regards to our planet, mankind, animals, the environment, anything, bro. They just try to have blood diamonds, pop Xanax, try to present a false disposition for attention, and then they get jealous and anxious when they see the people that came from that, especially if those people are successful to some degree, man. Don't you see? It's misery, jealousy, and publicity stunt mayhem. That's all it is, homie. People are like, oh, he's a victim, and oh, he has a good point. Oh, he doesn't have a good point. He wasn't a victim. He's wasting his existence, being an overgrown toddler, capitalizing on suburban demographic. They don't understand that your life, your freedom, your health are something to appreciate. You feel me? They have all the education and opportunity in the world and all the resources and peace of mind and tranquility. They just don't appreciate it. And they're not held accountable. Their parents aren't role models. They're in that same corporate check-chasing rat race, popping Xanax, drinking Sky vodka, taking Adderall and antidepressants. They put little Zachary on ADD medication instead of being a role model. That's the cycle that echelon, that financial bracket is trapped in. Okay? It is what it is. The orthodox appearance, disguises, and financial status is not a joke with no punchline. It is what it is. Those are a lot of fortunate beings, but they're not fulfilled or genuinely confident, and they don't have a purpose. And instead of acquiring genuine confidence and a point to their existence and continuously evolving and reflecting on their good fortune and opportunities, they turn around and stare at somebody like Meek Mill, whoever that came from the trenches, especially if they manage to succeed to a certain degree after the fact, right? Coming from that environment, then they sit and hyper-focus and stare with a glazed-over, distant look in their eyes like... And then 6IX9INE's doing it and then trying to capitalize and keep himself relevant. But look at the anger and misery. He's not genuinely content, laughing, doing this tactically. He's an emotional toddler. He's an anxious infant, homie. And his young, impressionable suburban fans are being trapped in that same infantile mindset, in that desperation for fame, in that resentment of real, homie. That's disturbing, brother. Hit that notification button, though. You already know how we rockin', homie. Frankenstein grind 24/7. We're gonna bring reality back from the damn grave before it's too damn late.